Lawyer, good morning.
Good morning.
Onini wechiro.
Oh,
Minti hwe as a minti sa so na mu nsuo mu dware nsuo mu se min hye na ntewe.
Okay,
Hello. Still nke bebe wan no kakra mamia ana minim so driver. Okay, you managing this but what menka? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello, what menka?
Me je meto nka.
Aha, they say dey kakra manim ben wan no kakra emai. Na ye kan expressway ma te say minority for no mo kire say expressway no hu hye dan hia at this moment nti onfa sika ne nye Accra Kumasi road na eku nipa no mpacho sana mo position ti ana
Minya mecha onya acha bisafo nyina nukle wo me say minority itia bibia sa the woman say we are just being pragmatic. Akwa Kumasi ni Accra akwa da hoyi na enyi say if we Accra ba bedroom some na say and so it's been done. I think there about 6 lanes. Bedroom some now kwa 2 lane pa be Chibi. Well, no, because it's very nice until we get to Chibi. I know there's single lane now compared to do a just so. Our position is that for us, I don't know. Honestly speaking, we don't know how long it's going to take before we complete it. And see, now Adrian said, "That's the car. They buy a new roadie, and can vandalize it. So, baby, okay, from Chibia, baby, see a Johnson. Now I had to. Now and car, it's never them and my uncle. That is our position. Now, about this 100 person a year, we just raise it to no cost a new road. And no, what did the actual say expressway? We can still finish the Kumasi and dualize it and still call it expressway. For me, who makes me any it's fine. But the worry is that everyone constantly say Akwa na we na Kumasi the main one or na nimi enu nyina akofa problem aba because him wo hwe ye da wo sisi ya yesu adwuma pa MPP aba yesu adwuma pa ye traffic points no every konongo every of course ntawo mi dey ye free ho ye yi kono okoko every ho aka enyinam sisi ye free ho so there are places that traffic points on the current structure you free ho it is me every and no abeboy that see a cost a new one a penny you could tap powerful flow na and so abanyenes me how can sit dam so swami interchange ye sha sie denka bye o man ni ko ho anka akoda nim kasa da bia me minister for roads e kasa kan so ye beye o kai se beye enra me nam constituency atache no no mfuturo me nua no mo post office ya wa dey twem no so mo ye o ye kire e mfuturo eku enye izu obeto Friday ne enra enka mfuturo enka atache na eku ye timizo minia de kan ya ne se aban ne pese oye Accra Kumasi road on starting on dualize we say no ho dada no traffic points na ye free nkoko konongo enyinam nyina onhwe ni anya sade ni nyina because listen ya shasi aye o you say me wuja to ho ya yi ni nyina besai na ko se ikan ye tugu esa na ye ni ye tua tax na kasa no na ye boyka imagine say Udru enyinama anase konomo ye to akire no ya twaso e de anwea fele ya great e wo a ne udru bi be fancy am bia fa so ye no mo nam kumase kwan so de o monim ya ni nyina na uba abandon ni nyina because no say di kana ya de ase ho wo abandon ni nyina eso kutwa kwa afofo. I mean, it's not prudent management of our meager resources. It is just it, but for a very good reason. Please say, it's existing one now.
Lawyer Mamimbusa, I sense your frustration, and who quite come, but I'm just asking. So imagine for 8 years, we're buying Basso, the frustration that Ghana for car, the same thing. Anie Kase, Accra Kumasi. In fact, if you look at the statistics, Accra Kumasi, yenye say yendualize Kofo, na Joma Hamaba, na Kufwa Doaba, Accra Kumasi, yenye say ya nye. Mako opposition. Yasaba, you say Musumani Abramo Kamwase. Even Swami interchanger, I mean, no beto ye. You say wababeto, but when your money in a honorable CH Mensa. We were talking about it here. Say, Jumedi, say ye nisika mayen fire sanka. I remember, Niaminia penny napo. At to I am sense and show for Nibi Cradis can to make mayen fume. Ye papa na na kufu adu kacha ye say ye kase project ni ntimi no ye ni megwase mako. But we know the consequences now. In fact, I'm quoting the former regional minister Honorable Simon Mensa, or say the first phase of Swami Intergen will be completed by 2024. And now here again, say every time ye bo utriso. So I'm just thinking, say Adentina, it appears say Mowa Bemuni Kasa Asem no say these are the pressing issues. Mo find every means to defend why it shouldn't be so. And now you are in your position, you are telling us the frustrations that you go through. And the statistics is clear. Every day Accra Kumasi, Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Nipewu. And the imbalance is based on o concern.
No, I mean look. My name is Mono Anawakan. Were you referring to politicians? And I will refer to NPP.
I'm referring to MPP at that time and what we said and how Mwanye Sadenia can because ye kase Kumasi Accra no. They be near Kanwasi because near the statistics but every Monday say Accra Kumasi Nipewu Accra Kumasi accident koso. So I'm interchanging so Makoto what happened under your government. So, okay, so that's the reason why I'm asking that.
But I think that we've gone past all that. Meaning, there's a reason why you cannot always be referring to the past, especially when we know what the situation is right now. The situation is that and now Myanmar okay and then me say other sense. Ghana folk I say yes to start abanim and it's the same. And they share NDP for answer. And into they show most of the now also almost to know yet me be some questions about what my day in every night. Because we can always go back to MPP for mine. Look, at this point, MPP is not in power. Can we now look forward? How do we get the thing done?
Lawyer, I agree respectfully.
At the end of the day,
lawyer, I agree respectfully.
At the end of the day, no, Ghana for tax. So Ghana for tax, you're MPP for tax.
No, I understand, but lawyer, respectfully, I'm just wondering. I know I will say move, but I'm just wondering when you tell Ghanaians to say, "Ubewie first phase 2024, na bibia ye intact." Now we cannot hold people accountable for saying, say by 2024, not first phase. Now as of now. we are now complaining say first phase no Ukrainian druya in futuro. You think say it's not fair say Ghana for bebusa say a binder down no cancer 2024 no obey first phase na be 10 months you know. Is it not fair to ask for accountability?
Oh, I think the meaning you're missing the point. What better way to hold people accountable than to hold them out? No, I see we such as on December 7th, Ghana fought for that and many reasons. Almost say yes system, yes and and then November 2025. And I say you still want to hold the previous government accountable. What is the new government who is receiving our taxes? That's what I say. And see, the people of Ghana held our government accountable. And yes, I say, almost say, they say, no, the can't come here, my say, in fact, and yes, there's the main the main this are buying, then this are buying and finding.
All right.
And so, if you want to hold anybody accountable, you need to hold this current government accountable because it is this government that is in charge of our resources.
You hold the way accountable, no say Swami Inter, and I'm referring because that's your constituency. You hold no say, and at force in assembly no can become interview in life or catch in life who say, si kakra na mose mu wo amode ye Swami interchange no na ebi nim eni budget mu nti omu na pesika e dia ba be kan budget mu when we held them accountable, meaning that your government lied to Ghanaians, say ma prepare BBR and the phase 2024. You're holding accountable. This is what he said. Any reaction to that?
Well, first of all, government is a continuum. When you say it's media NPP about it and NDC about it, buy back. Ghana buy back. Now Ghana buy I know at the time no. I say when you see car or the air juma or chassis, there was money and in the PS can be. So I buy a few chassis car I was saying to a mother to us. You see about music, she can know. Honestly speaking, a very fair question, but maybe about all that than this say, let's see how much the chassis because they were paying the contractor. It's a new government, you know, on all the priorities in and Rebecca said, yes, he can. Because when you mentioned that there's a bow, I difficult woman. We went to the disaster with the Bay Master Crime, and I saw the Bay Tambale Crime, and I saw the Bay Ruta Region Crime, and I saw the Bay Takra Crime, and I saw the Bay Kukus Crime. So if you are committed as a government, you will find the money. So it is not right if you can wire the Bay. The second way, then I abandoned the intimate shot, say, a come and a come. A human slowed down only after the NPP lost power. It is the candidate, it swap one over. I had finance minister, on the best say, young found Kubuma 95. It is only decided a name, almost strong good, voter regional not into one of the Koyajuma. Because it's almost strong good. It is what I say, Swami interchange the Kenua, which not because the can't be on by some interchange, or the other stronghold. It is not treated to Kenua. She can't hold now buy the clear contractor, the country, they be a no bay man. And they are banned to sign, she can't think about some interchange. Yet they are coming before it will be convenient for him to say
strong with the best, lawyer strong with the info, almost strong with the infana. Womoye ekwanya womejaye de ato strong gold ben.
Oh, what I'm saying is the Okom Volta Regional, Omoye the Eastern Corridor Road. Contractors to Omoye Juma, and they free Tama Okom Volta Regional. Oma Jikwana and changing us, I say Omoye Juma. And is that? In fact, you're John Mahama. They would see the campaign. As somehow or can say a brain duty about it. In fact, we work on Uchi region. I see a brain and an Akufuado. What the guy is taking a on the stronghold. It was also bad. The stronghold also bad by Yajuma. We didn't Ghana for, but this is a campaign he waged. And you're trouble man. If he decides, or no, interest, what the Bayer region, or region, is the president's priority. It is a who also me. I would do, but because it's still because the choir adwuma baby hofo.
Well, I'm sure, sir. Before we move on to Kenfa, I'm sure, Senka, obese mo ye yanka yendru sa level we. Enti sometimes the frustrations ni bia na MPP4 na omotoma amono ekum ne se enyoma ni bi wo ho a na nka metimi aye e ma ne ndru certain level. And I'm sure Swami Intergen was one of them because at least some of us are me engineer. And so I know project management to know say project bi wo ho na ko kan say na sikan shede ni ho a the issue of time, scope, resources ebetimi abiti ama the time okra na bia wo expect no a big problem. And if you indulge me, let me read something quickly near call Oforiata de so we my jaw online publication 16th July 2024. Now, headline here: first stage of Swami Interchange project to be finished by 2024 ending. President Nana Akufo-Addo has provided assurances that the first phase of the Swami Interchange project will be finished by the end of 2024. He disclosed that construction has already commenced on the main interchange component of the project. Now, speaking on the matter, President Akufo-Addo reiterated his government dedication to ensuring the timely completion of the entire Swami Interchange project. This commitment comes in response to ongoing complaints from motorists who use the affected stretch. The Swami Interchange project aims to alleviate congestion and improve traffic flow in the area, addressing long-standing challenges faced by the commuters. But President Akufo-Addo underscored the administration resolved to enhance infrastructure development and uphold its promise to the Ghanaians. He said that Akufo-Addo government remains focused on its commitment to dualizing of roads in densely populated areas on Kabuma. The government is committed to replicate such successful initiative along other corridors of the region, such as Swami Roundabout to Tafo Pankrono. Another important project in the region is the construction of Swami Interchange. The project is progressing steadily. So the overpass on the Offensive Road, Anomaji Magazine Road, Busua Kruwa, as well as the 15 kilometers of the road around Swami Roundabout are some 40% complete. It is programmed that these overpasses will successfully be completed before the end of the year. President Akufo-Addo at that time, or share Boninti, maybe as they say, the Wababa Betu, and I'm not blaming you because you were not the MP at that time. Wababa Betu, Inti. The only thing I can say is that knowing you and knowing your caliber and your integrity, I'm just praying that you help fix that problem.
Well, thank you very much. But the meeting I can say, you said you understand the way projects work. Some of the projects are named phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. I think, even though at the time there wasn't so much involved, the phase 1, the completion of phase 1 they were talking about, the completion of the inner roads within the community. That is even before the main construction was to be started. I mean, the idea of that phase 1, Anumanjim Kwanta Swami Chiho Macro Magazine. Said the blocking main road now will take the traffic to these trunk roads. And it is the phase 1. Indeed, that is what was termed as phase 1.
Now, lawyer said, why would your constituents complain? Say in foot through Ekum, say yes, and you are thinking. I'm not saying you are stating for a fact. You are thinking. I'm sure. Say later on, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Now, more research emphatically, so that perhaps you give us the update. Say be a phase 1. I don't have those entailments, but I'm just saying. Say Sankaya phase 1 now. You are thinking now. I'm sure say be a can common complaining. It's in person because Swamia commit me afa adjourning rules. Next a main road and so you block it. But I can tell you, I'm not offer. Say if you crow from air Swami, sometimes you can be in a traffic for 30 to 1 hour, and it's so terrible.
Okay, so let me just make this point. We drew Swami Room Hotel, a quiet beach. Offer how to make offer Swami. I hear your whole now they could see post office or the far Tapa or the far Malcro. now they could see Abuso Krua. That only as part of the Swami interchange. In fact, maybe I was surprised you to know that Swami interchange like a friend of Samo. A year, the chance to I think there was a school there, Companoche DSS or something like that. It's part of Menshano constituency. This is switching. That kind of power of the factor for the new road. Okay, it is part of the Swami interchange. In fact, part of Swami interchange, a many be cry as a Koyamampo when he talks to the contractors. So when the president was speaking, if he's talking about some interchange project, and yes, Swami home corner now. But I can tell you that within Swami constituency, magazine inside year quite be or any year do so post office a chill any takwa any micro so part of that that the former phase one and the in fact the linear can once a man meaning say the main road are from roundabout now all the way to Bremai and no and it's saying but look, I mean, like I said, a buy back on dear. Well, you're not from dear. She can't know what the if this government is committed to finishing the road, or the neighbor basso, ama yet in every corner. Maybe all the time. So I've stopped even asking questions in Parliament about some interchange because when I ask, the military always come and give us answer. Now I'm engaging on personal level, one-to-one. And I must say, it's a very nice person. The last time when I met him, it's in the name of friend contractor, or friend in crop, when I said, because I want to tell him about it, machines, and indeed, the workforce as an interchange has reduced drastically from the beginning of the year till now. As we say, no, look. I think that for such contractors they will need an official letter. But I was sitting right there when you called them.
All right.
So
well,
hopefully,
okay.
The commitment is there. They will find the money to complete the project.
All right. Timmy, well, phase one, and then I'll share with you maybe later. Phase one, the phase one of the Swami interchange. The roads involved are Offensu Road, 3 kilometers from Swami roundabout to Abuswekruwa. And now more Western Bypass, 2 kilometers from Swami roundabout to Sofo Line interchange. And here was Mampong Road South, 1.2 kilometers from Swami roundabout to Kegetia. And now Eastern Bypass, 1.4 kilometers from Swami roundabout to New Tafo Road. And now Mampong Road North, and so 1.9 kilometers from Swami roundabout to Magazine New Route. Internet say offensive to Ebuswekruwa, Western Bypass, Swami roundabout to Sofo Line interchange, Mampong Road from Swami to Kejetia, and Eastern here Swami to New Tafo, and Mampong Diane Swami roundabout to Magazine New Road. It means that the phase one should and must include Swami roundabout, Diano.
So I don't know. Just say just the road construction and yet the interchange
I think so, but still now I think so. Drew Hona and Futu way.
Yes.
So maybe you have to look at that and see. I'm very sorry I am pushing you because now when you I mean I know you and the member.
It's okay. And I'm very happy. I'm comfortable talking about it.
All right.
It would be a question. We are willing to discuss it so long as and
Mamenka went so on a record, Kofi. Lawyer John Darko is one of the few MPs who say first year, but we are very visible in terms of pushing Kumasi project. Very impeccable. Ni entire among few MPs Omoba ya so me very visible, very vocal when it comes to national discourse in I mean, I think we need, and he's a fine replacement for Honorable Osechi Mensah. Lawyer to Asosana. Besem Busa say Oforiata. They say mo bend them kofana ba. And as they say mo yende because ya say who say unya America crop betina omma. Ana the inti no so omma ana obeba the moment tete no ye ne den wadaruma.
First of all, let me thank you for the kind words. And because I'm humbled, and we can't say if I'm say a bit me to us I do abua ama ya sante man you come as mine. And then me so am consciously na chunko na uba finance minister so me did say assembly de minia simple papa no e catch I said the time the chief of staff Julius Debre general say o tukwan no onya kwanya na o de koye ana me ka twi ni onya kwan the etu kwan no all kon wo try o and just say udwani fikruma he got clearance from the chief of staff okoye no the minister wakoyare and ya year so dey obi enu ho wo hu control you say you shara adi say ya and you know yare na ontumi emma me did say I believe one is well and is able to stand trial. For those of us in the position, any NPP about it, everybody who has held government position must be held accountable. Nti emrepamu a na ho ebetono no obeba na menka say enrenya na bukumase weekend na bukumase and now say your bank if you say na case no ebekoso you me say me fa play na bedu nka you court your case no OSC also no the case and also the court no video and there were more court ama case nuclear no ya jere no sinida ya amfa data to so and he named that court. So this is somebody who says that he is in a hurry to prosecute Oforata and about so others. Be a lawyer ready and then court and then I'm sorry you been paying for people who me in court. I could do court. I said the OS so the case in the court no plan. Or I'm a case is in agency that. Sometimes and they may be share. I say prepare once to OS now when you're ready. Yes, yes. It's a name about to pay 80 million can say, but you can't make free course. I may come back to the office. Case in the bar and Trano, I'm a so. And the he hasn't said he won't come in. Fine, I'm thinking that he's been engaging the OSP's office regularly, and then the lawyers, and then the he's willing, he's ready, he's able to stand trial. I said, "Time you don't know what we're doing between a family and a bad day." Bye. Now I'm stand the trial.
Lawyer, that's it. Nami Inshra.
Yeah, that's it. Me some of this my do apa mo yebuama
the first time I was studio na afina na akọ campaign is why MP oba my nim komo
I don't remember me so me dey me am so for wo fra me say space won ko metra ta beba na ye din komo
matse me da say insurance 104.5 lawyer John Dako na me ne twetwe nkomo ma me nkwa ahoma no so na me ne Yira Same Dako ono